Hey guys, Kitty here and welcome back to another video. Yeah. Okay, I am so sorry. I should have announced these winners so much earlier than I did. I am so sorry about the delay. But anyway, here I am now and I will, be revealing the winners of my Kitty animation meme contest. So, I'm going to go in order of third place to first place, so it's a bit of a grand reveal. So first I'll show you the video, then I will explain what the prize was for that video, and after I explain the prize, I will just read out the theory that person came up with, so you guys know what they wrote and how they won. So this contest was basically just based off of the theory, so animation quality wasn't a big factor, but it was just a bit of it to win the contest. So now that I've explained everything, without further ado, we have the third place winner. Alright, so that was the third place winner. That animation was actually unfinished, but that's totally okay. It was mostly about the theory anyway, so don't worry. So the prize that third place is receiving is a shout out in my next video, so you can look out for that. And now what I'm going to do is read out Star Animation's theory and as to why they won the contest, because elements of their theory were accurate, some weren't. So across all three winners, a few elements from each of them put together makes a rough idea of what Kitty's about. So now I'm going to read you the theory. Leela and Rosie were friends for a long time, then Kitty and Thunder transferred to their school. Rosie and Kitty became friends, and at first Leela tried to be nice to Kitty, though after a while she started getting jealous of how Kitty was friendly with Rosie and worried that she would take her away. Eventually she snapped and insulted Kitty. She then went off with her other friend, Ayana. Ayana tried to convince her to apologize to Kitty, but instead Kitty insulted Ayana and she snaps back at Leela. Leela, hurt, goes off to the library and starts considering apologizing to Kitty, but then she finds a book beside her. She opens it and she finds it's full of spells and potion recipes. She finds a potion for how to make someone lose their memory. She thinks this is the perfect way to get rid of Kitty. She prepares the potion and goes over to Kitty at lunch. She does this fake apology and then slips the potion to Kitty's drink. Thunder sees Leela apologizing to Kitty and finds this a bit suspicious after seeing how Leela insulted Kitty, but he shrugs it off. Kitty drinks the drink with the potion in it and starts feeling ill. She goes off and then the infection hits in. Stripes comes across her and decided to say hello. Kitty scratches him and spreads the infection. Ayana finds Stripes injured and Kitty next to him, but Kitty doesn't see her and instead goes off looking for a new target. Then Rosie comes along and sees her brother injured. Rosie goes to help her sibling, then Leela strolls by and Ayana explains what happened, and Leela realized it must have been the potion that did this. She then helps Rosie find a cure. Meanwhile, Candy is going for a nice stroll and comes across Kitty. Kitty then attacks her and spreads the infection. Then Rosie and Leela make the cure for the infection back to normal, and the end. So, elements of that theory were accurate. I don't think I'm going to reveal which ones just yet to add an element of guessing, but anyway, congratulations, and you will be getting a shout out in my next video. Now it's time for me to show you the second place winner.
Gone somewhere and dyed my hair now. Wanna be alone. It's much to bear and you got you in my sight. I keep all the words you said to me. I get you, get you, get you, get you on your knees. Rewrite all the things you said that I should be. I'll get you, get you, get you, now you beg me please. Hey, now I stay away, you were never meant to save me. Now I stay away, I'll hear you say you're sorry. Hate I even loved you, hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you, hate I kinda fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you, hate I fell in love with you. Hate I even loved you, hate I kinda fell in love with you.
Okay, so that was the second place winner. Your prize is an unshaded drawing of your OC, so I will need a reference or an image of your OC for that. Anyway, now I will read out the theory that Lilix came up with. Again, I won't reveal which elements of it are accurate and which aren't to add an element of guessing, but without further ado, let's read the theory. Leela and Rosie were best friends when they were in 4th grade, and 2 new students joined the school, aka Kitty and Thunder. Rosie wanted to be friends with Kitty, but Leela got jealous of Kitty, so Leela couldn't take it anymore and she goes to bully Kitty, but Rosie got mad at her because of it, so she told the teacher. Leela felt like she was betrayed, so when she was studying in the science classroom and it was time for break, she snuck up into the cabinet while the teacher wasn't looking. Then she found a hate potion. So she poured the potion into Kitty's drink, but suddenly the stick on the potion fell off and it was an infection potion, and Leela was shocked and didn't know what to do. Kitty suddenly passed out and woke up and became infected. Leela realized she made a mistake and Kitty started to burn the school and grabbed Leela by the neck. Rosie came to rescue Leela by hitting Kitty with a chair, but Rosie is still mad at Leela after what she did. At least all of the students in the school are safe and mostly hurt, so everyone went back home. But Kitty randomly woke up and goes to attack Thunder, Candy and Rosie. Rosie told Leela that there is a cure potion in a mysterious cave next to a large river that her grandma told her about. Leela started to go there to get the cure, and Thunder, Candy and Rosie fight with Kitty. But Thunder and Candy are down and Rosie doesn't know what to do, and Kitty came to attack, but someone randomly shoots a dart at Kitty and she passed out again. It was Stripes. And Leela came back and poured the potion into Kitty's mouth, and then she became normal. Kitty woke up, and so Leela came to apologize to Kitty and then Rosie, and then they hugged her. The end. So that was the theory. As I said again, you get an unshaded drawing of your OC, so make sure I have an image for that, and yeah. Now the moment you have all been waiting for, the first place winner of the Kitty animation meme contest.
I give you quality, honey, so put your money on me. With my authority, surely you wanna get up on it. I give you quality, honey, so put your money on me. With my authority, surely you wanna get up on it. Hey, Hey, let's have a journey too.
Alright, so that was the first place winner of the animation meme contest, and your prize is a short animated GIF with your OC with some simple shading. So thank you so much to everyone who entered. All of the entries, the animation, the theories, everything was amazing. I had so much fun reading through all of your ideas and theories, and it was just honestly amazing. But these 3 won because each of them had elements in the story that came together and made the base of the actual Kitty storyline, and that's why they all won. So now I will read out the last theory and put an end to this video because it's so long. Oh wow. Yeah, so let's just get into the theory. Just be mindful that this one is quite a long one. Leela and Rosie were really close friends for a long time. They did everything together. A long time ago, they decided to exchange gifts. Leela gave Rosie a yellow flower and Rosie gifted a handmade star-shaped necklace to Leela. They promised to wear these forever. One day, two new students joined their class, Kitty and Thunder. Leela constantly considered them really weird and disgusting for having a horn. She bullied Kitty constantly. It was childhood trauma of Leela that caused her to bully others for literally anything. Back in kindergarten, she had a teddy bear, which was the only thing that kept her happy. But the other kids found it funny that Leela carried the toy around everywhere, so they just laughed at her. And later on, they took the toy away from Leela and threw it in the junk box. On the other side, Rosie quickly made friends with the new students. Leela didn't like it, so she tried to convince Rosie to bully Kitty too. But no matter what happened, Rosie would never do such a thing. Leela got really mad and disappointed in Rosie. She was jealous of Kitty and Thunder. Out of jealousy and madness, she told Rosie that they're not friends anymore. Rosie thought that such a thing wouldn't affect her much, since she was really mad at Leela's behaviour. Despite how much she tried to forget about Leela though, nothing helped. Rosie was suffering from the loss of her best friend, while Leela found new friends pretty fast, and one of them was Ayana. Leela and Ayana thought it would be a nice idea to get revenge on Rosie by infecting her, which would get her in big trouble. It was break time. All the students went outside. Leela mixed an infectious potion into Rosie's favourite drink and gave the drink to Rosie, pretending to apologise. After Rosie, being really happy about Leela's apology, took the drink, Leela and Ayana ran away quickly. Huh? Why would they run away? That's strange, Rosie thought. This moment, Kitty came. She noticed the drink in Rosie's hand and asked her to have a sip. Rosie agreed and she generously gave the drink to Kitty. Kitty took a sip and only about a minute later started feeling unwell and then collapsed on the ground. Rosie was in shock. She threw the drink away, knowing there's something wrong with it. Rosie tried to wake up Kitty. Nothing helped. After about 5 minutes, Kitty was finally awake. Once she opened her eyes, Rosie noticed that they were different, and the same was about Kitty's fur and horn, which had also changed colours. Rosie finally realised Kitty is infected. She rushed back inside the school to find Leela and Ayana. After a lot of searching, Rosie still didn't find them. She looked outside the window and saw her brother, Stripes, laying on the ground unconscious. Shocked, she immediately ran outside. Rosie saw Kitty hurting other students and Candy trying to fight back. Thunder also got infected since Kitty scratched him. She ran up to Stripes after helping her brother get up, and she saw Kitty holding Leela by the neck. She ran up to Kitty and scratched her eye. Infected Kitty fell on the ground. Rosie reached out her hand to Leela and helped her stand up. Without speaking a word, Leela grabbed Rosie's hand and they ran inside to safety. Leela refused to apologise. Rosie was sad and disappointed in her ex-best friend. After a minute of awkward silence, Rosie spoke. We need to help Kitty after all. More students could get hurt or even killed if this continued. Leela wanted to argue, but she decided not to. She nodded, and the first place they went to visit was the school library. The library was empty. Rosie asked Leela a question. Where'd you find the infecting potion anyways? To which Leela replied that she found it in the science classroom. After a few minutes of searching, Rosie found a weird book. It was extremely heavy. Rosie opened the book and saw some pages being ripped and burned. One of them had curing potion written on it. Rosie knew it had to be the one, but she and Leela had never seen all of these things written in the recipe. What would it take for them to find the required ingredients? Leela decided that they should go on an adventure, far away from their homes and the school, in order to cure Kitty. Rosie agrees, and together they start going. Oh boy, that was a lot to read through, and each theory took me at least like 3 tries to get right at this point. If I stutter at any point or say anything incorrectly or weirdly, I am so sorry, but I am in a rush to get this video out, finally. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go through the prizes really quickly again. Excuse me. Sorry about that, but 3rd place is a shout out in my next video, 2nd place is an unshaded drawing of Eurosea, and 1st place is a short animated GIF of Eurosea with simple shading. That's all I have to say. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much for everyone who entered, and that's all I have to say. Bye.